All right, y'all. Welcome back to a new episode of the And One podcast. I know I've been gone for so long and y'all miss me so much, but you know, I had to be planning stuff. I'm planning stuff. All right, a lot of stuff happened in the NBA, so I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about where I've been. But you know what? Let's get started. First of all, we're going to go with what's going on in the NBA season so far, and we're going to start off with the NBA standings. First off, starting off with the Western Conference, the Timberwolves are in first place still with a record of 24-9. Second place goes to the Thunder with a record of 23-10. Third is the Nuggets with a record of 24-11. Fourth are the Clippers with 21-12. Fifth are the Kings, 20-13. Pelicans are sixth place with a record of 21-14. The Mavericks are seventh with a record of 20-15. The Rockets are eighth with a record of 17-15. The Suns are ninth with a record of 18-16. The Lakers are 10th with a record of 17-18. The Warriors are 11th with a record of 16-17. Next are the Jazz with a record of 16-19. 13th are the Grizzlies, 11-13. The Blazers are 14th with a record of 9-24. And then the Spurs are the worst team in the West with a record of 5-28. Now, time to go to the East. The best team in the East and the NBA go to the Boston Celtics with a record of 26-7. The Bucks with a record of 24-10. Third go to the 76ers with a record of 23-10. Then it's the Heat. Miami Heat, let's go, with a record of 20-14. Fifth are the Pacers with a record of 19-14. Sixth are the Magic with a record of 19-15. The Cavaliers are seventh with a record of 19-15. The Knicks are eighth with a record of 19-15. The Nets are ninth with a record of 15-20. The Hawks are 10th with a record of 14-19. 11th goes to the Bulls with a record of 15-21. The Raptors are 12th place with a record of 14-20. Then it's the Hornets with a record of 8-24. The Wizards are 14th with a record of 6-27. And the worst team in the NBA, as you guys know, it's the Detroit Pistons with a record of 3-31. Man, I'm not even going to get on the Pistons yet. You know why? Because we got to go to league leaders. And first place in points per game is Joel Embiid, averaging 34.8 points. Luka Doncic is second, averaging 33.7 points. Third place is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, averaging 31.4 points per game. Fourth is Giannis Antetokounmpo, averaging 30.8 points. And fifth place is Kevin Durant, averaging 29.9 points. Now, rebounds. First place is Domantas Sabonis, averaging 12.8 rebounds. Second place is Anthony Davis, averaging 12.5 rebounds. Third place is Nikola Jokic, averaging 12.3 rebounds. Fourth place is Rudy Gobert, averaging 11.9 rebounds. And fifth place is Joel Embiid, averaging 11.8 rebounds per game. Now, we're going to assists. At number one, Tyrese Halliburton, averaging 12.7 assists per game. Trae Young, averaging 11.3 assists. Third place goes to Luka Doncic, averaging 9.3 assists per game. Fourth place is Nikola Jokic, averaging 9.1 assists. And Fred VanVleet in fifth place, averaging 8.6 assists per game. Now, the steals leaders. First place is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, averaging 2.5 steals per game. Number two is Donovan Mitchell, averaging 1.9 steals. Number three is DeAnthony Melton, averaging 1.7 steals per game. Matisse Thybulle is in fourth place, averaging 1.7 steals per game. And De'Aaron Fox is in fifth place, averaging 1.6 steals per game. Now, we got to go to the blocks. And the league leader, lo and behold, would you believe it if I said Victor Wembanyama is leading the league in blocks per game? Because he is, with 3.1 blocks per game. Second place is Brook Lopez, averaging 3 blocks per game. Walker Kessler is averaging 2.9 blocks per game. He's in third place. Anthony Davis is averaging 2.7 blocks per game. And fifth place goes to Chet Holmgren, averaging 2.7 blocks per game. Now we got to go to the youngins, the rookies. Who's leading the rookies in each statistical category? Well, with points, it's obviously Victor Wembanyama, averaging 18.9 points per game. Second is Chet Holmgren, averaging 17.4 points per game. Then is Brandon Miller, averaging 14.9 points per game. Jaime Jaquez Jr., our very own rookie, averaging 13.7 points per game. And then Scoot Henderson in fifth place, averaging 12.2 points per game. For rebounds, obviously, Victor Wembanyama, averaging 10.1 rebounds per game. Number two is Derek Lively, averaging 7.5 rebounds per game. Chet Holmgren in third place, averaging 7.4 rebounds per game. Asher Thompson, averaging 6.9 rebounds per game. He's in fourth place. And fifth place goes to Brandon Podziemski, who's averaging 5.4 rebounds per game. I definitely butchered that last name. Don't shoot me, please. Assists now. Scoot Henderson is leading the rookies in assists with 4.8. Then it's Keontae George in second place with 4.6. Craig Porter Jr. in third place with 3.3. Brandon Podziemski. Okay, I'm definitely getting shot because I butchered that last name. 3.1 assists per game. He's in fourth place. And this name, okay, this is not getting cut out, by the way. Vasily Micic, three assists per game. Oh man, I'm done. I'm done. But let's go to steals. Victor Wembanyama is leading the rookies in steals with 1.2 steals per game. Then in second place is Jaime Jaquez Jr. with 1 steal per game, and Brandon Podziemski. I'm butchering that very badly. 1 steal per game. Tumani Cameron with 1 steal per game, and then Bilal Kalabali, okay, 0.9 steals per game. And then blocks, I mean, if he's the league leader in blocks, he's also leading the rookies in blocks. Victor Wembanyama with 3.1 blocks per game. Chet Holmgren in second place with 2.7 blocks per game. Derek Lively in third place with 1.4 blocks per game. Asur Thompson is in fourth place with 1 block per game. And Trace Jackson Davis is in fifth place. Oh, God. Oh, I'm messing up big time. Yes, Trace Jackson Davis is in fifth place with 0.7 blocks per game. Oh man, oh God, that's embarrassing. It's time to look at the MVP ladder. Who's number 1 in the MVP ladder? It's Joel Embiid. Second place is Nikola Jokic. Third place is Giannis. Fourth place is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and fifth place is Luka Doncic. All international players. That is telling you how global the sport of basketball has become. In sixth place is Jason Tatum. Seventh place is Anthony Edwards. That man is a dog for real. Tyrese Halliburton is in 8th place. 9th place is DeMontis Sabonis, and 10th place is Anthony Davis. After that in-season tournament final, oh, Anthony Davis has gone crazy. Speaking of the in-season tournament, yes, the Lakers did win. Congrats to the Lakers, because the crazy thing is I predicted that the Pacers were going to win. But that's besides the point, because we're going to go to the Rookie of the Year ladder. For the longest time, Victor Wembanyama has been dominating this rookie ladder. But now, number 1 is Chet Holmgren as the favorite to win Rookie of the Year. Number 2 is Victor Wembanyama. Number 3, our very own rookie, Jaime Jaquez Jr., that Heat culture, man. I know I'd be shitting on the Heat culture because I really hate that jersey. But besides that, Heat culture is real, man. It's real. Number 4 is Brandon Miller. Number 5 is Derek Lively. Great. Number 6 is Brandon Podziemski. I'm bad. I'm bad at this. Number 7 is Keontae George. Number 8 is Scoot Henderson. Number 9 is Asur Thompson. And number 10 is Tumani Cameron. Now that's everything. That's all the league leaders and the rookie leaders and all that stuff. Now let's get on to the actual NBA basketball. Ricky Rubio has possibly retired recently. As of today, actually, I have seen that there's a possibility that Ricky Rubio is retiring because the Cavs did buy out his contract. Now, I don't know if he announced it, but it's a possibility. But while on retirement, Goran Dragic did retire, and I did talk about that already. In my opinion, I think Dragic should get his jersey retired by the Miami Heat, but I already gave my reasoning in a YouTube short, so you should check that out. But anyways, let's see what's going on in the league. Ever since the in-season tournament, the Lakers have been complete trash. They have been complete trash, man, and it's hurtful. It's really hurtful because the moment Anthony Davis is no longer inconsistent, I will say, the Lakers are now playing trash. And leave LeBron alone because he is 39 years old now. Somebody on the Lakers that's not LeBron, because of all these years of him carrying, he deserves a break. Okay, he deserves a break. Somebody needs to start helping Anthony Davis, man. I'm not understanding what's going on with Cam Reddish. Torian Prince, come on now. Rui Hachimura, what are you doing? Man, I remember when the Lakers were in the playoffs last season, when they were going up against the what's that team? The Grizzlies. They were going up against the Grizzlies. Hachimura couldn't miss. And now, this season, he's missing. What's going on? I don't know. D'Angelo Russell, I mean, it seems like he's being pretty productive coming off the bench. It sucks because the Lakers, not only are they one of the worst, if not the worst, three-point shooting team in the league, they turn the ball over a lot. They start off the game terrible. When you watch a Lakers game this season, they literally start off the game terrible, and then after the second half, after the first half, by the start of the third, you see, I'm getting so pissed and aggravated because I predicted that the Lakers and the Heat were gonna face in the finals, and the Lakers are looking like trash. They're 10th in the West right now. But when you watch a Lakers game, they start off complete trash, right? But then by the start of the third quarter, that's when it's out of nowhere. They just start picking it up and they go on these massive runs. Why can't you do that during the whole game? Why? Why can't you play like that during the game? When the Lakers are hot, they are a championship team. But damn, when they not, they are terrible. They are horrible. And it doesn't make any sense to me. I sound like a Lakers fan, but I'm not. I'm a LeBron fan. And anytime a team makes LeBron James look bad, I'm going to get on you because that is the GOAT. That is the GOAT, James, and he should not be looking bad because of your poor performance. What's going on, Gabe Vincent? You left Miami and now what's going on? You ain't productive on the Lakers. That's what you get. That's what you get. You should have stayed in Miami. You was being productive in Miami. You was chilling. You had all the beautiful women you could have had. I guess LA got better women. I don't know. I've never been to LA. But you was chilling in Miami. You went to the finals twice. And now, look at you. Look at you. Coming off the bench for the Lakers, playing like limited minutes and all that stuff. He used to start for the Miami Heat and come off the bench sometimes. Now look at you. That's what you get. That is what you get. But I am not going to second guess my finals predictions. I'm still with the Miami Heat versus the Lakers, and I'm not going to lie to y'all. Anthony Davis might really be Defensive Player of the Year this year. Anthony Davis has been a dog, and I love it. I love it. Finally, Anthony Davis is being consistent. He's playing great basketball. He's playing like one of the top players in the league. He is playing like a top 5 big man in the league. Not even top 5. He is playing, he's playing center this year, but because he likes to play power forward, he's the second best power forward in the NBA. Okay, he's the second best power forward in the NBA. But if you want to put him under the center position, he is the third best center in the NBA, right after Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic. Actually, Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, then Anthony Davis. All right, but top 5 big men in the league right now. Okay, Anthony Davis, he's playing great basketball. If the Lakers were better, he really would be in MVP conversations. But that's enough with the Lakers, all right? That's enough. We're going to go talk about the Detroit Pistons. Man, 28 straight losses, that's crazy. I really witnessed that 28th straight loss against the Boston Celtics. They had a chance, man. They had a chance. I made a short because, I wasn't going to do no game recap because I'm not even a Pistons fan, and even I was getting pissed off watching the Pistons play. They were up by 21 points, at most 21 points. I tune into the game. Right, I take a break, I tune into the game, it's the third quarter, and the Pistons are up by 17. I'm like, oh my God, it's over. The streak is over. There's 10 minutes. There's 10 minutes in the third quarter. Only 2 minutes passed in the third quarter, and they were up by 17 points. By the time that it was 4 minutes, in just 6 minutes, they lost that 17-point lead, and it became just a 1-point lead. In just 6 minutes of basketball, you lost a 17-point lead. You blew 16 points. 16 in just 6 minutes worth of basketball. How do you do that? Now I'm telling y'all, the Pistons need to be studied. This year's Pistons need to be studied because it is astronomically bad that, they have the worst, so far, they have the worst winning percentage in NBA history. That's one. 2, at the pace that they're going, they're projected to win about 5 or 6 games this entire season. Do I believe that's going to happen? I don't think so. But you know how bad you have to be to not even crack 10 wins? 10 wins? I mean, in the 70s, the Sixers won 9 games, so there's that. But, goodness, oh my God, you cannot be this bad. You can't. I don't understand this. And Killian Hayes, first of all, Killian Hayes he needs to go. He's a bust, all right? This is his most efficient year. And I'm putting quotes on that efficient, okay? He's shooting 41% from the field and 31% from three. That's it. This is his most efficient year. He's shooting 65% from the free throw line as a point guard. You were the 7th overall pick. You are a bust, bro. I'm sorry, you're a bust. No, you can beat me in basketball. I'm not at the NBA level. I am not even close to the NBA level. Not even halfway close to the NBA level. But definitely on NBA standards, buddy, I am sorry, but you are a bust. You've been in the league for a couple years, 7th overall pick, and you have not shot efficiently at all in your whole career. Now, you got to go. Also, Cade needs to go. Not because he's bad, but because he's too good for the Pistons and he needs to go. They need to free him because this man's blood pressure is about to pop. It's about to explode. Because this man really sat there and said, we are not 2-26 bad. They in reality, on paper, they're really not 2-26 bad. They're 3-31 bad, but that's just because they're just that bad. Let me get to the Indiana Pacers. They need more nationally televised games. They really do. The Indiana Pacers are really an exciting team to watch. Tyrese Halliburton. This is one of the only times where a trade actually benefits both teams. Tyrese Halliburton to the Kings. Also, no, my bad. He got drafted to the Kings. Tyrese Halliburton to the Pacers with Buddy Hield. Sabonis to the Kings. And look at that. Both Donovan Mitchell. I said, oh my God, I am so bad today. You see what happens when you don't make an episode in such a long time? But yeah, De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton both have their cases for MVP. I still believe De'Aaron Fox is a dark horse for MVP, but I'm going to slide Tyrese Halliburton in that slot too. Tyrese Halliburton and De'Aaron Fox are both dark horses for MVP, all right? They are both great basketball players. And like I said, this is one of the rare occasions where a trade actually benefits both teams to the point where both teams are playoff teams. That's insane. The Pacers just play this fast style of basketball. And I mean, when y'all watch them, they're fast. They will inbound the ball, run down the court, pass, and then 3, bang. And only like 5, not even 5, maybe like 7 to 10 seconds were burned off of the shot clock. They are fast. I mean, they're one of the highest scoring teams in the league. They have one of the fastest paces in the league. And it's all due because of Tyrese Halliburton. That's just his play style. This man be throwing flashy passes left and right, and he barely be getting turnovers. This man is averaging 12 assists per game and is only averaging 2.5 turnovers a game. That is a 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio, meaning for every 3 assists that you get 1 turnover. That's elite. That is elite, okay? This man had back-to-back 2020 games, okay? 21 points and 20 assists, 22 points and 23 assists. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, but add one more star. I'm saying it right now. Add one more star. One more star. I don't know who, but you put 1 star next to Tyrese Halliburton. The Pacers are going to be a threat to the Eastern Conference. They will be. Remember when the Pacers were a threat? Well, I don't remember because I wasn't born, but the Pacers were a threat in the late 90s, the mid to late 90s. They were a threat in the early 2000s. I wasn't alive, and I was a bit alive for that little Pacers run in 2004, but I'm not disclosing my age because that's still a mystery. But the Pacers, 1 star, 1 more star alongside Tyrese Halliburton. They play together, boom. They will be a championship team, in my opinion at least. Are they the best at defense? Not necessarily. They're not bad, but they're okay. They're meh. You get what I mean. You get what I mean. But honestly, their scheme is to really just outscore you, outpace you, and outscore you. All right. If a team scores 120, they're scoring 140. You score 130, they're scoring 140. All right. So they've had multiple games where they have scored 140 points. This team is dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And let me go not too far from Indiana, but let me go to Chicago. They need to get rid of DeRozan, Vucevic, and Levine. They're terrible. You need to start a rebuild now. That rebuild needs to start now. Blow this team up. Because I believe, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but in my opinion, I think by the trade deadline, at least Two out of the three. Most likely, DeRozan and Levine will be off that team. They will be traded by the trade deadline, in my opinion, at least. I think all three of them should be traded by the trade deadline or before, but most likely by the trade deadline, they're probably going to have a huge trade, just just blow the team up and start from scratch. Speaking of teams that are rebuilding and starting from scratch, oh man, the Oklahoma City Thunder, second in the Western Conference. Just not too long ago, they traded Paul George away and they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and now look at him. He is an MVP candidate. Look at the Oklahoma City Thunder chilling with all of those first-round picks. That's just beautiful. That's all I can say. It's beautiful. When you wait and when you are patient with the team, you will see great progress. Nowadays in the NBA, if it doesn't happen now, if you don't get that championship now, blow the team up. And not just blow the team up, fire the coach too. Fire him. No, that's not how it works. That is not how it works. You got to be patient. When it comes to a rebuild, you got to be patient. It takes time for teams to rebuild, all right? Like the Spurs. When the Spurs were rebuilding with Tim Duncan and all that, and they didn't immediately get a championship. They didn't even, I don't even think they made the playoffs in Tim Duncan's rookie season. You know what happened the next season? They won a championship. Now, they didn't win a championship all the time, but they were getting their prospects. They were getting their draft picks. They got Manu Ginobili. They got Tony Parker. They were winning championships. And then they may not have made it to the finals all the time, but they made it to the playoffs all the time for 21 straight years, not drafting, but trading for Kawhi Leonard in the draft, winning in 2014. Although now the Spurs aren't the best team right now, but they're in the rebuild. How did I go from the Thunder to the Spurs? I don't know. But my point is, the Thunder are the perfect team, the perfect example for when it comes to rebuilding. Yes, it may take some time, and although other situations you may have lucky moments, I will say, but the Thunder, they were just patient. And they're chilling with all those first-round picks because, man, with all those first-round picks, they can trade those first-round picks to get a star, or they can draft a star, or they can draft a star and then trade them away for a new star. Who knows? Who knows? But all I know is eventually they're going to make the finals. I can't go this podcast without mentioning what was going on in the Bay Area. Draymond Green indefinitely suspended. I'm not going to talk too much about this because Draymond Green could be listening to this and he could be hunting me down as we speak. I don't know. But he is, I would like to say, a very dirty player. Okay? Punching somebody, elbowing somebody, low blowing, pushing, shoving, headlocks, whatever, power bombs, suplexes, I don't care, bro. Choke slams, whatever you want to call it. It don't matter. There's no need for all of that in the sport of basketball. There's really no need. Look, a little scuffle, butting heads and stuff, maybe a little shoving, maybe that's fine. But flat out just elbow to the dome or slap or whatever he was doing, headlock to Rudy Gobert, there's no need for that. There's no need for that. And I don't necessarily believe there's something mentally wrong with Draymond Green. I feel he knows what he's doing. He definitely knows what he's doing. I just feel like sometimes he just takes it too far and he doesn't realize he takes it too far. I don't think that he does. Like the punch to Jordan Poole, I think that was just more like you was being disrespectful. So, boom, you need like you need a wake up call. Like what he did to Yusuf Nurkic, what he did to Rudy Gobert, not acceptable at all. I mean, I did cover it, what he did to Rudy Gobert. I didn't cover what he did to Yusuf Nurkic because I was honestly just fed up with the BS that he was putting up. I was just fed up with it. All right, but I don't know when Draymond's coming back. There's no timetable. There's no expected time when he's going to come back. He's just indefinitely suspended. That's it. That's all the NBA released. So we'll see. The Warriors are currently not the best team in the West, not even one of the best teams in the West. They are 11th in the West right now. Steph Curry cannot do it by himself. And that is why Steph Curry cannot be considered one of the GOATs because he can't even carry a team by himself. Oh, I love to see it. I love to see it, man. Lillard over Curry, man. Lillard over Steph Curry. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm probably forgetting a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. But NBA All-Star voting has opened. I did not vote yet. I will soon. Very, very soon. Now, first returns for the Eastern Conference, they came out recently. And the returns for front court, Giannis is in first place. Joel Embiid is second place. Third place is Tatum. Fourth place is Jimmy Butler. Fifth place is Jaylen Brown. Sixth place is Bam Adebayo. Seventh place is Mikal Bridges. Eighth place is Porzingis. Ninth place is Kyle Kuzma. 10th place is Paolo Banchero. The guards, oh my goodness. The guards, first place is Tyrese Halliburton. Second place is Damian Lillard. Third place is Trae Young. Fourth place is Donovan Mitchell. Fifth place is Tyrese Maxey. Sixth place is Jalen Brunson. Seventh place is LaMelo Ball. Eighth place is Derek White. Ninth place is DeMar DeRozan. And 10th place is Drew Holiday. Now for the Western Conference, front court is number 1, LeGoat James. Number 2, Kevin Durant. Number 3, Jokic. Fourth place is Anthony Davis. Number 5 is Kawhi Leonard. Number 6 is Paul George. Number 7 is Alperen Sengun. He's actually been playing really good with the Houston Rockets. 8th place is Victor Wembanyama. 9th place is Chet Holmgren. And 10th place is Karl Anthony Towns. First place for the guards is Luka Doncic. Second place is Steph Curry. Third place is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Fourth place is James Harden. Fifth place is Kyrie Irving. Sixth place is Anthony Edwards. Seventh place is John Morant, even though he's not going to be part of it. Eighth place is De'Aaron Fox. Ninth place is Klay Thompson. And 10th place is Austin Reeves. Now, these are just the first returns. That doesn't mean these are going to be the All-Stars. There's about, I think two more returns or something like that. And then that's when you realize who's really going to be an All-Star, who isn't. Someone look, Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, yes, they're playing great. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be All-Stars, but they're rookies. You know how good you have to be as a rookie to make the All-Star game? The last time that happened, I believe, was Kobe in 97. Yeah, that was the last time. Some can argue Blake Griffin, but I believe Blake Griffin was in his second or third year. It's only because of injuries, so he was technically a rookie, but in reality, he was in his second or third year in the NBA. So I'm not counting that. I'm counting the year you were drafted and then All-Star. Austin Reeves, he's just a popular pick. No disrespect to Austin Reeves, because Austin Reeves is him. When Austin Reeves is hot, he's hot. He can drop 25 on you. But do I think he's going to be an All-Star? Nah. I already said John Morant's not going to be an All-Star. Not because he doesn't deserve it, but that suspension, that already eliminated him from any sort of awards, because the maximum amount of games you have to play is, I believe, 65. Yeah, you have to play 65 games. So that 25-game suspension already eliminated him from everything. Do I believe Derek White is going to be an All-Star? No, and there's no disrespect to Derek White, but Derek White is great. He's a great player, okay? Nope, don't sleep on Derek White. But I don't think he's going to be an All-Star player. He's a great player. He's a great third option for the Boston Celtics, and honestly, he could be a second option sometimes. But All-Star, not yet. Maybe not yet, but he's like that. He's at the level of borderline All-Star, but just not there, I will say. Just get Kyle Kuzma off that list. I'm sorry, but no. The Wizards are just a joke, okay? He's playing good, but they're still a joke, all right? DeMar DeRozan, because of how bad the Bulls are playing, I doubt he's going to be an All-Star. Drew Holiday, he's not having the best season, so we'll see. We'll see. Tyrese Maxey, oh yeah, he's definitely being an All-Star, and he's still my pick for Most Improved Player of the Year. Look, I might as well just do the All-Star voting now. Hell, let's do it. Okay, let's start off with the Western Conference. Okay, guards. Luka, of course, he's still one of my favorites for MVP. And now let's see, what other guard would I want in the Western Conference? Let's see. Bradley Beal? No. You ain't played that many games. In reality, who's one of the best guards in the Western Conference besides Luka Doncic? Let's just go all the way back up and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's the only other player that you can compare to Luka, not play style wise, but how good they are. Yeah, you gotta put Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, front court, let's be real. Come on now. GOAT James, everybody. Anthony Davis, yes, sir, and Nikola Jokic. That was simple. Now, let's go to the Eastern Conference. Eastern Conference, Tyrese Maxey. I mean, these are starters. So that kind of sucks because I wish they let you choose the bench as well. These are just all-star starters. So that sucks. So Tyrese Maxey and Tyrese Halliburton, yes, sir. And now the front court for the the Eastern Conference. Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, Miami, let's go. Okay. And finally, who am I going to choose? Let's see. This is a tough decision. Do I want to go for a center? Do I want to go for a power forward, another small forward? I'm talking about Joel Embiid, Giannis, and Jason Tatum. There's Jaylen Brown as well. There's Paolo. There's Pascal Siakam. Let's see. There's Porzingis, R.J. Barrett. Oh, yeah. Speaking of R.J. Barrett, yes, he got traded to the Toronto Raptors recently. And Emmanuel Quickley also got traded to the Toronto Raptors as well. And the Knicks received OG Anunoby from that trade. What do I think about it? In reality, not bad. I wish the Knicks kept Emmanuel Quickley, but it's not bad for the Knicks. Not bad because OG Anunoby not only brings good defense, but he's also a good spot-up shooter. So that's something that the Knicks need. Now Emmanuel Quickley can really thrive on the Raptors with all these young guys, but that's enough of that. Time to go back to the voting. Final pick. I'm gonna go Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Review picks, man. View and submit, bro. And with that, I'm done with my picks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Luka, Shea, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Jokic. That's the West. The East is looking like Bam, Butler, Giannis, Maxey, and Tyrese Halliburton. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. These are just starters. The bench, I believe that's voted by like coaches, assistant coaches. I believe that's who votes for the bench. But honestly, I think that's everything. That's it. I'm probably forgetting a lot of stuff that happened, but that was my quick NBA season update, season recap of what's going on so far. It's a new year. We're going to keep grinding on this podcast, man. We got this. We out. Oh, my God. I'm ready. All right? But I got more podcast episodes coming. When? I don't know. But that's it. That's all I got for y'all. So I'm out.